major, well-known youth preachers across the city. For example, get somebody like Nathaniel Bassey for a 3-day concert organized by New Heritage Baptist Church in Unilag, and do it a Friday, a Saturday, and Sunday in church. This place won't contain people. To do this thing is not cheap. No, it alone face panel simbe or panel koleleyo or a budget koleleyo or a soul winning lanso yi. No soul is cheap. Did you hear me? No soul is cheap. Spend any amount it is going to cost. Get Nathaniel Bassey. If you don't know how to get him, get me. I can get him for you. And get him to come and do 2 days on campus, 1 day in church, and get a fantastic preacher on that Sunday. Preach the gospel with power. Make altar call. You will be surprised what will happen here. What I'm asking you to do is what I'm also planning to do in Ibadan. So, we'll all check our report card. Did you get what I'm saying? It's not going to be cheap. It's going to be very expensive. But it's going to be worthwhile. Because the kingdom of heaven will grow. Our membership will grow. And it will all be well. Is it doable? Number 4 strategy. Still on campus. This is off students now. There's what we call reaching your type. Reaching your type. So, Prof in Unilag will arrange a meeting, invite fellow profs, just about 10 of them, small groups. Is that okay? Small group, 10. Especially those who are sadists among them. You get what I'm saying? Those who are terrible people. They don't know God. Any student cannot graduate until they see her down her pint. Get them. Can I counsel with you? Be slow to condemn people. Let them come as they are. Nothing changes a life like the gospel. Nothing changes a life like the gospel. So, some of us are too legalistic with our church beliefs. So we're not flexible. But I beg you to be flexible now. Can you beg your neighbor and say, please, let's be flexible. Don't do side talk. Baptist. Is that okay? So I want you to have a large heart where you are not judging people at first contact. How many agree we can do that? We don't judge people at first contact. You keep sharing with them. Faith comes by hearing, and by hearing, and by hearing, and by hearing. Just don't stop preaching the truth. There is something no human being can deal with to conquer the truth. You can't conquer the truth. So keep preaching the truth. Leave them to remain in what they are doing. One day that truth will stare at them and conquer them. And you'll be surprised. Hey, oh my God, you might change. It will be sudden. Is that okay? So, what can I do? Reach your time. Our girl from Yaba, get the lecturers together, do a special outreach, reach out to them. Emma Roju inviting highly resourceful speakers. And don't insist that there must be baptism. Are you hearing what I'm saying? Insist that this man can deliver what we want. We want harvest. Is that not the goal? Pay the price. Pay the price. Sir, sell your shoes. Sell your shirt and get the job done. Don't run a youth ministry that is not actively driven in soul winning. If you don't know what to do with them, I will come carry all of them to one mission field and sandpaper them for you. And when they come back, you will see what happened to them. Are you getting what I'm saying? So it's so important to build this strategy on campus. Now, let's leave campus a little. Are there police stations around here? Any officer here? This church doesn't have police yet. Where are they? They're on duty. You know what you can do for police? I don't know how many police stations are around here. Go and see the DPO or go to the commissioner if possible. Is that okay? And tell the commissioner that you want to do a special appreciation service for all police stations in your given community. What kind of service do you want to do? Appreciation. I told you it's not cheap, so you're going to buy gifts for every officer that will come. I did it, Motisheri, and the result is fantastic. Fantastic. I mean it. Do appreciation service for all police stations that surrounds your community. And when instruction comes from the commissioner, I'm sure there are people here who can get to the commissioner. Abi? When instruction comes, they will map out your area for you. Is that okay? And they will send it from commissioner's office to all the DPOs. And they will give you a copy of the letter. And then you phone all the DPO. Is there any fantastic hotel around here? How far is Sheraton from here? Is there any other hotel around here? Oh, there's an event center that is beautiful. Beautiful. Very good. We'll get such a place. Bring them in. You get what I'm saying? Let them come in their uniform. And let them sit down. All of them. Give good music. Good food for everybody. Let them eat. Officers love food. Let them eat well. Not just officers, everybody loves food. Don't you? Let them eat well. Get a very good, mature preacher. Not mature in terms of physical appearance, in terms of spiritual capacity. The one I did in Ibadan, the topic is who needs help? That's the topic. And when I started preaching, I said the Nigerian police is highly vulnerable to all manner of attacks and challenges. So who needs help? Has God ever helped anybody before? I pick 1, 2, 3 cases in the Bible. So if he helps people, can he help you? Talking about areas you need help. 14 areas a police officer will need help. I began to mention and say, yes, yes. When I made altar call, they were all there. They told me, say, sir, can you do this every month for us? I said, you don't know the cost implication. Because that one I did cost us 1 million. I said, hey, when you are talking of souls, or a budget called Leo, create another budget. Who is in charge of budget here? Who is in charge? Are you? God has catch you. We must adjust the budget once it translates to soul winning. Our goal is souls. We exist for soul as a church. Is that true? So let that take the huge of our budget. Is that what we can do? Ogagoke, can you help us? Do we beg him now ahead? Let's beg him. We beg you. Mommy, eba wa be oga. E fo si won lorun ba pe mo nbe o. Amen. Is this doable? Do the same for the officers. For me, I went to see the GOC. I said, we're a church in this community, and we can be here and not add to what the great work you are doing. He was happy. He said, people don't think about us. He was so happy. He said, where's your church? I will come. He came 4 times to our church. Uncle soldiers everywhere. I said, I said, don't consider by. You get what I'm saying? Can we do all this in 1 year, Reverend? If Mr. Goke agree. Can we do this? This is, what month is this? Can we do between this August and next year, August? Is it doable? And then we structure it and spread it so that it will not be too much on us. But where budget can carry, we will knock your own personal budget. Is that what we can also do? Huh? Let's do it. Let's do it. Put 10 million aside for it. Your faces are changing. If Mr. Goke said the Lord is able, then it's possible. Is that possible? Within 1 year. And let's check if we will not be forced to start doing second service. If possible, third service. If possible, we'll have a full youth church with students from all the universities around. Full youth church. Because we can combine them with the adult church again. And they alone will fill up this place. Finish their service, then we'll have the police session and the military session. And continual discipleship. Continual, as they come and they know the Lord, we don't stop. We keep teaching. But you don't tell them, oh, le watch us on fi change le. Change on the gospel. Ko to mewa, okay? Just keep teaching. Keep discipling. Full new more yoni cock. Do that make sense to anybody? Hey, she come with one trouser and fit this le coke. Idea color one le file. Leave her. We are too quick to all this legalistic appearance. Nonsense in the church. This is Baptist. We know. Just be patient. Just be patient. You know why? People do and dress based on available informations to them. So when they start hearing another information that is from the Word of God, after a while, on their own, they will begin to change, begin to adjust. If I'm anywhere, I'm not a Christian. There are people who are dressing correctly in church who dress like harlot outside church. You don't need that double lifestyle. That's why you need to leave them. Let it be God changing their view so that anywhere they go, they are the same person. Am I well understood? Is that doable? And you will not use stylish to preach against them in church. Say amen. And the guy know you are referring to him. Hey, need in church next time. If I Reverend Galoso, she will allow it. Okay, we need to close. And we have not finished. Okay, let's stop here. Let's stop here. Let's ask questions. on all so that we get to down to earth, because I want to assign people. Is that right? And they will be reporting to Reverend. Reverend wants us to push a little more. Do we? How many agree? Bishop Soji, you agree? I didn't see your wife here. Himself is a miracle. And our miracle time for none. Okay, let's push a little more, since we have a little more time now, on strategy and blocks of people to reach. We're done with campus now. We're looking at the military, the police, the custom, the NDLEA. You understand? And it has benefit to the church. I did for NDLEA, I did for customs, I did for immigration in Ibadan. One day we need to go and renew our passport. And I don't normally call people, I just go and do the normal process. And since you get what I'm saying? We got there. One of the immigration says, are you not the one that hosted us sometime and preached? I say, yes. What are you doing here? He says, I want to renew our passport. He said, come. Took me to the controller's office. So God, Reverend is here. He said, hey, what did you come to do? So I came. He said, great to see you, sir. I said, thank you. What did you come? I said, He said, sit down. You see part of the benefit? Cross my leg, discussing. They went to do everything. He said, sign here, sign. And they said, okay, come tomorrow and pick it. And the guy, the controller was telling me, tell them this is from my office. That's to work quick. Everyone running. Why? I preached the gospel. That's part of the reward. That's part of the reward. When you start doing this kind of outreaches, you will find that DPOs will deploy officers to man this area for you. You are doing anything, they said, DPO, just for your notice, and revival, I said, don't worry, our boys will come. They will stay around. All because you offer them the gospel. The gospel rewards. I can't tell you some of the benefits I've enjoyed just preaching this gospel correctly. All over the world. All over. So it's interesting when you preach the truth. People know fake from truth. So you can only deceive people for a short time. Is that true? But when you keep preaching the truth and people know you with the truth, they will honor you for life. Anywhere. So, which group can we reach? The business community. Is it possible? Are there CEOs of companies in this church? So, we don't need their tithe alone. We need more than their tithe. We need their wisdom. We need their strategies. Let Reverend Omashele, let Reverend invite all owners of companies in the church for a private meeting and have a discussion with them. And say, we want to multiply CEOs in this church by 50%. Mr. So and so, I wanted to sit over this team now, today, build a strategy of how to multiply CEOs 50% to the numbers we have in this church. When you develop your strategy, come and discuss with me in the office. This is a 3-day assignment. It is urgent. Bojo Rulemama meets Neo and meet. Fix and give me feedback in 3 days' time. And Reverend leaves them. They was strategize. Okay, you have 3 friends who are CEOs. You have 5 friends who have CEOs. You have other friends who are this. Okay, let's do a beautiful card. We will not meet in church. Some people will never come to your church until they get saved. You got what I'm saying? You know, when we started what I call influencing the Nigerian legal system, influencing the Nigerian legal system, I had sat down with Professor Oshibajo. I said, this is the vision in my heart. You are a lawyer. Do you get it? I'm a preacher. We're going to do this thing together. And we're going to organize influencing the Nigerian legal system. You will come as a keynote speaker. I will come as a keynote preacher. The two has key. Do you understand? He so buy into that vision. We had the first one in this hotel. It's a Renaissance hotel near Ikeja. That was where we used. And people came. Lawyers. Just seeing his name, they came. And we had the place. And he was there. He spoke while he was speaking on the legal system, how to influence it. Talk about what he did when he was Attorney General or something. Talk of this, talk of that, every other thing. Give testimony of his salvation in between. I came after it and hit the gospel and make altar call. When we finish, Professor Shibacho said to me, say, Reverend, we need to do this across this country. I don't know how much it costs you, but henceforth I will take the bills. Just fix the dates. So we're arranging that, planning across Nigeria, then he became vice president. You know, when I saw him sometime, I said, I don't want to say we will do it, but you know. I said, I know. That's why I'm not pushing it. Maybe I need to catch this prof now, so that we would continue where we stop. And when he now hears that we have continued, I'm sure he will show up any of the meeting, because he loved it. He said, I didn't think of this strategy for a long time. So we can do so for our CEOs. Does that make sense? Get the CEOs in church to look for fellow CEOs in a beautiful, neutral place. People want to be treated with honor. Don't do a meeting where you treat people casually and carelessly and say, hey, Chibala organizer. So what? In fact, sir, not everybody can attend that meeting. Look for choice people in church. Usher now one church. What do usher in church? Want guys and ladies who have polished English, good courage, who have a high level of respect. As people arrive, they look at the way they are soft spoken with good Queen's English, not Ajegule grammar. Receive people and walk smartly, not draggy. You got what I'm saying? We will look for them in church, give them short training, and they will man the venue of such meeting with CEOs. And in their mind, they know that most CEOs don't travel alone. They will come with a PA, they will come with a driver. So in the planning, there's a place for all drivers. There's a place for all PAs. So 3 outreach going on simultaneously. Are you getting the picture? It is not going to be cheap, Mr. Goke. Mo ń sọ sílẹ̀ sí lásán pé à ń dìbò lórí mátà yìí o. Ṣé ti gbọ́ àdìbò mo ti ń sọ sí ilé Ọlọ́run la wà yìí o. Ṣé gbogbo ilẹ̀ agree pé àdìbò lórí eléyìí? Only one hand I'm seeing no. Do you agree pé àdìbò? It is the gospel. And the gospel is not cheap. If you think it's free, ask Jesus. He will tell you what you call free was mortgaging all that makes him. Do you agree with my thought? So that we can do. Where are the Yalojas? Do we have them? Are there women who are real market women? Mommy, you are? Wow. Mommy, leave daddy now and come and sit here. Can we celebrate mommy? Thank you, ma. Thank you. Mommy, can we reach all the other years? Oh, Mama, yes or no? As Mommy is doing like a gentleman like this, she carry. You know she carry. I was amazed hearing of the financial worth of these Iyalojas. The day somebody gave me an analysis about them, and he said, painfully, that most of them are Muslims. I don't know if you agree with that. Painfully, most of them are Muslims. And what long. So they use their money to push Islamic agenda. So that I want it on Saka, I want it on Lada, I want it on Kineko, I want Erojue. That money is there. We must go for them. Mama, can we go for them? Josh Nema Beru. But a led Drusiwaju. Because one more ye, Abi, Tamati Bowen ye buy our lay. Is that okay? And then, all they need is prayer. Iyaloja, don't mind to go and pray anywhere. What that matter to them is that market. Some of them, I'm telling you, to remain selling. They are very powerful people. Could I see church team or love Adura? Especially if the will lead there sees vision. You know what I'm saying? Babaki Lerisa. Shop you Yakuti Dubai law. Shogba and what general come. She said, hello land now. You hear the language? How much will it cost? In my losori okay, about 50,000. I'm a little provision, about 20,000. I'm a little asho for Futama, Fisiwaju long by. Okay, those guys lie. They lie. And this Iyas, believe them. Believe them. One Iyaloja said this way, have you heard that language before? So they try everything. We can guarantee them that if you stay with God, He will take care of your business. He will move from one level to another level. Anything you give the devil, he will take it back from you and help their heart and get them safe. Mama, would you like to think about it? Any other Iyaloja here that can join Mama? Huh? Where's Mama Oshunsoya? She's not here yet. Mama, so you are going to join Mama. Okay? Elojoko Sebwe Mama, bye. Where's another one? Mama, come. Mama, any member to come be? Just carry your bags and come, because we're going to do meeting after. Mr. Youth Ministry, move here. This woman? Oh yeah, come. Can you clap from all our ears? Sit down, man. No Baba Loja, is Iyaloja we know. Thank you. Is this thought doable? Can we do it? God is already committed. It's your own commitment and need. Is it doable? Sure. Mama, at any working committee. Oh yeah, Ishati Bere. So do a short meeting today. Reverend, sir, you need to follow up this. All these outreaches must hold and must be well planned, and our time frame is how long? 1 year. It's a 1-year drive. But we're going to come and check the result. It's a 1-year drive. And by God's grace, it will not fail in your hand. Can God trust us to accomplish this? So we'll talk about the CEOs. That's in the hand of Reverend. He will drive that or start it. Is that okay? We'll talk about the year lodgers. We'll talk about the student and the armed forces blocks. Is that right? Who is going to drive the armed forces block? Tie around anybody. Anybody willing to help us drive that? Just volunteer now. Anybody? Nobody. You don't have to be in the armed forces. So I wasn't there when I did it. I went looking for them myself. I went first to the commissioner, and God released. And because it's an hierarchy system. If you go to DPO and the commissioner didn't like what you want to do, he will just say, hey, it cannot happen. That's the end. But if it's coming from above, even though you don't like it, or God says we have to do it, so they will be there. Yes, sir. Brother, where is he? Okay. Is he traveled out? It teaches them where? You can? Okay. Okay. So, Prof will also help us to drive it, apart from the UNILAG mandate. Thank you, sir. You see, you have a lot of full-time pastors now. All these guys were nominated, they have become pastors. This man is afraid of being called a pastor. Just continue. Be your president. Okay? Don't worry. You'll be free. Don't worry. Anyway, I think God has helped us so far. Is that right? Let's try this first. I have in my notes 74 strategic outreach work every church should do. But I've done it with so many churches, and then we track it every year. We track it. We track it. And it has brought joy to many people. Great joy. So, let's track this and look at it in 1 year. Is that something we can do? Mr. Goke, can we do it? Okay. Don't put God. You see, you people keep hiding under God. Or God lanso yabi. Or kingdom God needs. So if it is God's commitment, he is committed. Is Mr. Goke to sign? That is a commitment we need. Abi? Personal financial commitment to go into it. That is the commitment we need. If it is God, since yesterday, is committed. Any questions so far? Anything not clear? Is there anybody confused on what we're doing? Daddy, did I see your hand? Yes, sir. Please give a mic to Daddy.
I want to thank God for the experiences and your experiences and how you have shared it with us. I want to still rely on that experience of what you have done before. And I ask, in this type of journey, are there dangers? Are there problems? Are there things to be careful of? Because they look so sweet and they look so doable, and I believe they are doable. But I'm sure it doesn't come as easy as we are hearing it. I want to just feel that way. Maybe I'm wrong.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to ask, is there things we need to watch out and plan against that? You have mentioned finance, and I know finance is a big one. But are there other things?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, sir, for the sharing. I just want to ask for your own commitment that if we plan a program and we invite you, that you will come. That's all.
Prof, you are putting me on the hot spot. Let me not answer yet. Let's answer Baba's question. Are there challenges? Yes. Every successful meeting is a proof of difficulties overcome. Is that right? The first challenge is getting willing hands, and that's what we've been able to deal with today. So already overcoming the first challenge, that you are willing, I am willing, everybody is willing, we are all seeing the same thing because we are working for one same God. Is that true? So that's the first challenge. The human power, human resource is the first, because all these meetings, as good as they are, they need human beings to drive them. So when we say we're all going to do, can I pray for you in Unilag, and you sneak away and you are not there, that becomes a challenge because we become fewer, and then we can't make the impact we should make. Did you get it? Now, before I came here, I was speaking in a meeting. I was sharing with Reverend when I came, and they had about 10,000 people in that meeting. And one of the things I did before I left, my last message, was recruiting everyone in that conference that we want to invade this city for 1 week after the conference. So I made an altar call of men and women willing to stay back for 1 week after the conference to invade the community. We have over 500 people, if not more, who came out and signed up for that. That is ongoing now. Do you get it? So imagine this community, 500 people, enter a whole street, knocking every door. I mean, it will raise question, it will raise alarm. That is when people are willing. So the first challenge, sir, is the human resources. So I do hope and wish that this decision is recorded, and if all these discussions are recorded, then it could be shown to all the needed workforce in church, so that we are all on the same page. They don't come and say, you get it? And they become barriers to it because they don't understand. And I expect that you will go on behalf of God, educating fellow brethren who are not in this meeting and who also count in decision making in church, so that we can have a good takeoff. Is that possible? So that we don't come to a point where I say it's Reverend's idea. No, this is God's idea. Did you get the perspective? So that's the first thing to deal with. For finance, you had confirmed to me that Mr. Goke is willing. Have you stopped being willing? Because that's also required. Number 3 is the spiritual dimension. Some of these officers you want to reach, they are covenant carriers with Satan. So there's a need for a lot of praying, and that's why we don't do it casually. Because Allah alone for all talk. Abi? So a lot of prayers go with it. A lot of fasting goes with it in preparation. The fasting and the prayer period, if I recommended for a particular church, I said let there be a 1 week fasting and prayer. That people who are going for that assignment will come to meet in church, or where you can do it online like they do overseas. You can pray online. I don't know if that is common in Nigeria now. Then people enlist themselves. We agree to a given time, and then we shoot it, and then we start praying for 1 week with fasting. That will help prepare the hearts of people for harvest. That will also help prepare our own self to be confident and things like that. And then we can take off. And that takes care of every spiritual clumsiness or spiritual resistance in any form. Am I answering your question, sir? The next challenge in it is the challenge of follow-up. Because the outreaching is not enough that people are saved or people respond to the gospel or people have a change of mind to join our church. The biggest job after the outreach is follow-up. So we have to have mature, strategic people willing to sacrifice time to follow up these fruits so that we don't gather harvest and then throw them back again. You get it? So we need to get people who are very passionate about this who can do a follow-up. Not men will give us excuses that I'm in a meeting. Meeting again, town. But there is time frame to save every soul. There is time frame to establish every soul. If you miss the timing, the seed of the word that is sown will be lost. And then we'll feel the pain of Mr. Goke's money. You know that kind of a thing? So the follow-up dimension is as important as the entire outreach. So these are some of the challenges that go with it. But if we take care of this, that will be fine. Any other question? No question. Prof's question is dangerous to answer. But let me think about it.
We always believe God. Last year, we remember that looking at his schedule, it was like it would be difficult to have him this year. But God brought him. We also believe that at every time that we need him, in spite of traveling all over the world, God will bring him. Are we not favored people?
Okay, Reverend, I've answered Prof. And I don't know why, because this our Reverend has faith. It's strange. Because I have this time just with you, sir. I'm leaving here to start another conference in Kwara. Live there to Ado Ekiti. Live, and it's just like that. Strange enough, this window was open. I came from Enugu into this place. And God just kept it. I think he has faith. So let's learn his faith. Thank you for being a man of faith. Okay. So any other question? So I ask you, in the name of God Almighty, are we going to do this for God? If you agree that we can do this for God, Paul says, and this I do for the gospel's sake. Can we do this for the gospel's sake? If you sign up, stand on your feet. Okay, there's objection there.
Just a question, sir.
Okay.
Thank you. Sorry, I apologize, everybody.
Before we stand up, okay.
All right. Just one experience where after executing this plan completely, things still did not go as planned.
Start again, sir.
Okay, I was thinking if you can share with us one experience. After executing everything according to plan, praying, following the due diligence of all the things we have learned, but the outcome was not encouraging. How did you manage it?
I'm just running through my mind if there was one. Because Olon Tisha Jew. You get it? It's all the one we did worked out. In fact, now the officers, the one of the military officers, generals I talked that I was doing, now they've invited me to Makodi. There is a command of the army there. And I said, please come and do the same for all. What we do is we focus more from people from captain up than, because you need to read the guys on
upon us to do. And then we'll continue from there. That's what I'm talking about. So that we don't postpone, delay. Tell your neighbor, delay is dangerous. If the lepers had delayed, the whole nation would have died. They didn't delay. So whatsoever your hands finds doing, do it well and do it quickly. Okay. All right, thank you. So we want to, we have these flyers from one of our daughter churches. New Heritage Baptist Church Ikorodu. After today, that's tomorrow now, they will start what is called the God of All Comfort Conference. It's called the Comforters Conference 2017. Let's appreciate New Heritage Baptist Church Ikorodu that they are going to have a conference. I have told them that no matter the number of letters that come, we are organizing them. I've told them what I said in private, I'm saying in public, so that we know that we are going ahead to organize them. But let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them. We want to also appeal to all others, daughter churches, go and do likewise. So we'll pray over this. We trust God that